We've taken 6 of the world's top athletes to find out what it takes to make a true Olympian.
That's it, come on!
As we push their bodies to the max.
I mean, what we expect a figure skater to be is, number one, strong. In addition to that, they need to be stable. Often what they're performing is multiple skills, back to back, and all of that is wrapped around an aesthetic.
Maë-Bérénice Mété has been French national figure skating champion 3 times. At her first Olympic Winter Games in Sochi, Russia, 2014, she placed 10th. May's been skating since the age of 5, and her physical strength and energetic routines have made her one of the most popular performers on the ice.
I think the typical body shape of a female figure skater is actually very similar to that of a gymnast. It is relatively short, it's very compact. It tends to be light because power to weight ratio is really important. It's actually the ability to propel their own body weight into the air. We're really looking at a gymnast, but with the aerobic capacity of a middle distance athlete.
My body type is completely different from the body type you can see when you're watching figure skating. I'm more muscular, more athletic, so that's my strength, and I try to play on that strength to do some things other girls cannot really do.
We've brought May to Buckinghamshire New University and its class-leading Human Performance Lab to analyze every area of her anatomy and see just what makes her one of her sport's standout competitors. The Bod Pod will show us just how muscular May really is. By measuring the volume of air her body displaces within the chamber, we can calculate her body's true composition, both her muscle mass and, more importantly, her percentage of body fat.
Okay, testing is complete. Let's see what results we got this time. You will be pleased to hear that it is just over 12%, 12.2%.
Very happy about
You're very happy with that.
What fat is effectively non-functional mass. So the less fat she has, the more powerful she can become.
An Olympic female gymnast has a body fat percentage of 14.0, an elite track cyclist 13.7, but May's 12.2% is astonishing, less even than a world-class triathlete or cross-country skier.
The vertical jump test is absolutely key to figure skating. What we expect to see with May is an exceptional vertical jump because it's indicative of power output, power production.
To perform the toe loops, axels, salchows, and lutzes of an Olympic routine requires a figure skater to convert the explosive power of the lower body into the perfect takeoff to gain the optimum vertical height.
Jump upwards as far as you can and then land with both feet on the mat. When you're ready.
Female figure skaters achieve a rotational speed of up to 300 revolutions per minute during their routines in order to perform the high-scoring jumps that will get them the top marks. And these jumps need instantaneous power.
Your jump height was 45.1 centimeters, and the amount of time that you spent in the air was 607 milliseconds. They're both excellent.
Yes,
well done,
I'm
you.
happy. Thank you.
She jumped vertically 45.1 centimeters from a standing start. Now that really is exceptional, but it's exactly what she requires. The higher she jumps, the greater the period of time she has to execute the skill, and that's going to gain her more marks. Lung function tests are really important, particularly for figure skating. What we are looking for is to make sure that the lung function is both normal, but also looking to see if it is above normal in terms of performance.
Winter sports athletes like skaters and ice hockey players who train in cold indoor environments experience higher rates of exercise-induced asthma than most elite athletes. The spirometry, or lung function test, will show us just how efficiently May's respiratory system is working.
I'll ask you to wear this nose clip. Take a deep breath. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. And stop when you're ready. Deep breath. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. And stop. Okay.
If we take a look at something like the peak flow, which is actually the maximum flow rate, she's got a peak flow which is 113% above normal. So what we know about May is that her lungs aren't enormous because she's only 169 centimetres tall, but they are functioning well above normal. One of the key tests that we're going to do with May is the knee stabilisation test. And really what that tells us is actually May's stability under load. Why does that matter? Well, it's crucial in terms of execution of skill. It's also about aesthetic. It's about how that skill looks. The more stable she is, the better it looks, the higher the mark she will get.
Have you ever had any knee injuries before?
Yes, I had a tear in my tendon, and it's the right one. So it's the one where I'm landing all my jumps.
That's your dominant leg as well?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that was a little bit bothering me for years. Now it's getting better, so I'll see today how it is.
For many elite athlete groups, the anterior cruciate ligament, or ACL, is one of the most vulnerable parts of the anatomy, and an injury can mean many months away from competition.
In your own time?
Female athletes are 3 to 4 times more likely to suffer ACL injury than their male counterparts.
One more on the left when you're ready. Hold that nice and steady for me.
The rapid decelerations, changes in direction, and the force of landing after multiple aerial movements make figure skaters especially vulnerable to knee injuries.
Just step off and jump as high as you can for me. That's it, and hold that.
So stability and control of the knee joint under load is vital to keep May at the top of her sport.
Perfect, thank you very much. That's us done.
The maximum angle of May's knee abduction, or inward collapse of the joint, measured across both her legs, shows a remarkable level of muscular control and balance, vital if she is to protect herself against injury and to give her the physical platform to perform her demanding routines.
Obviously, she's been carrying an injury which affected her 2015 season in the right knee, but there's no evidence of that now. Her left knee and her right knee are similar. In other words, they've got bilateral symmetry, so she is stable in both knees.
It's very important to be strong enough everywhere so then you can protect your whole body. Obviously, after skating, I'll have to walk and do everything I want to do, so I have to take care of my body now, so then in the future I'll be able to do whatever I want. When I first started, I just really liked the fact that we can go fast and it's cool because I'm by myself and I can fly, and that's awesome. During the Olympics, you know, it's like only every 4 years, so not everyone gets the chance to go there. So just being here was like a big step for me. It's a mix of excitement and you're like a little child for 2 days during the event, and that's amazing. If I have a medal from the Olympics, I'll be very happy, no matter the color of the medal. And I want to be remembered as the smiling, crazy, maybe pretty, I don't know, figure skater, and I think that would be great.
Cognisend's NeuroTracker is really a test of decision-making, and it's decision-making under pressure and at speed. Fundamentally, it is the link between eyes, brain, and the hand, everything that a figure skater needs.
In the short program, May has to perform 7 mandatory elements: jumps, spins, and steps, all in less than 3 minutes. Cognitive control and focus is vital to maintain the concentration that delivering an Olympic-level routine demands.
We're surrounded by the public, the judges, the photographers, the TV, the cameras. We have to be focused for 2 minutes 50 and 4 minutes. So this test is going to be very, very interesting.
Okay, there we go.
The Cognisend's NeuroTracker requires May to follow a series of objects in 3D space, and then to identify them among other similar-looking shapes.
7862.
786. Okay, well done. 0.6. And again.
This tests May's ability to focus on precise visual targets and to block out distractions, a crucial skill she needs when skating in the intense pressure of elite competition.
3654.
Okay, that's great. How did you find that?
It was really interesting.
You started off here at 0.94 and made an improvement to 1.36 in your second trial, and then a slight improvement to 1.46. So that's a good first attempt. Well done.
It's not bad.
It's very good.
If we take a look at elite ice hockey players, for example, they score 1.29 on average on this test. Now, May scored 1.25. Now, that's not unusual to see that type of comparison because they're trying to make very rapid decisions under extreme conditions. Decision-making is everything, and May has that in absolute bundles.
You can be good at training. If your head is not following, you won't succeed. So the biggest issue for most of the girls, actually, it's in here.
Now, the interesting thing about the VO2 max test, which is a measure of aerobic capacity, in other words, aerobic endurance, you would think isn't important to figure skating. But when you look inside the sport, what you realize is that May has to execute highly technical skills with pinpoint accuracy and maintain that through a program that lasts in excess of 4 minutes. Now, that puts her into the realm of elite middle distance athletes.
May's ability to perform multiple aerial moves, rapid and complex combinations, and deliver a fast, fluid, and precise performance requires real aerobic capacity. But just how much can she endure before total fatigue takes over?
3, 2, 1. Next stage. You're doing really well. Keep it up.
May is pushing her body to the max. As the gradient increases and her heart rate rises, her reserves of stamina are being tested like never before.
You really need to focus now, May. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Focus, deeper breaths. That's it. Really good. Push, push, push. Focus, deeper breaths. Okay. Well done, May, well done.
She scored 51.1 milliliters per kilogram per minute. Now, that is a very, very good score, particularly when it was almost unexpected for a figure skater. And why is that? It's because she's required to execute those skills not once, but multiple times during the free program.
May's astonishing physical response to our tests has shown the truly elite athlete that lies behind the perfect artistic performance on the ice.
Push, push, push.
Mental agility and physical strength combining to make one of winter sport's ultimate competitors.
She is incredibly powerful. She has a massive vertical height jump. She's also incredibly stable when she is jumping. And then to complete this package, her endurance capacity, her VO2 max, is exceptional. And that is why she is one of the best figure skaters on the planet.
I just have to perform and do my best and try to show the world who I am and how I feel. You can feel the audience is with you and like clapping and screaming and being like, oh my God, that's crazy. That's the feeling I like the most because it's just unbelievable.